Yeah, I think yes. 4th of September 2020, we shall be taking text 17, which is a big purport is there. So just I'm saying only text 17 of Canto 9, chapter 3. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नशप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यां भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिके लोको विकर्मनिरतः कुशले परमतः कर्मण्ययं त्वाद् उदिते भवद् अर्चने स्वे यस्य तावदस्य बलवानिह जीविताशां सद्यसिञ्छन्यत्य अनिमिषाय नमोऽस्तु तस्मै लोकाः people in general vikarmah work without sense niratah engaged in kushale in beneficial activities paramattah negligent karmani in activities I am this tvat by you udite enunciated bhavat of your archane in worship sway their own yaha who tavat as long as asya of the people in general balavan very strong yaha this Jivita asham struggle for existence sadhya directly chinati is cut to pieces animishaya of the eternal time namaha my obeisances astu let there be tasmai unto you translated purport by His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Maharaj ki jai. People in general all engage in foolish acts, not in the really beneficial activities enunciated directly by you for their guidance. As long as their tendency for foolish work remains powerful, all the plans in the struggle for existence will be cut to pieces. I therefore offer my obeisances unto you, unto Him who acts as the eternal time. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुस्मिलितमेनं तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितमेन भूतले स्वयं रूपकथां मह्यं ददाति सुपदन्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुशतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सागना रघुनाथं विदन्तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादां सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितां च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्तो राधा कान्त नमस्तुते तप्त गजन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां नाम पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठावतले श्रीमते स्वामिनिधि नामने नमः आचार्यपादाय निताय कृपाप्रदायने गौरकथादामदाय नगरग्राम तारणे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठावतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिधि नामने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाशे तारणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे लोको विकर्म निरतः कुशले प्रमत्तः कर्मण्य अयं त्वद् उदिते भवदर्चने स्वै यशतावदस्य बालवानिह जीविताशां सद्य चिन्त्य अनिमिषाय नमोस्तु तस्मै. So lovely prayers of Brahmaji is going on He's saying, now, previously he was talking about him and all, now he's saying, he talked about Lord Shiva and all, now he's talking the people in general. He's saying, people in general, not specific, in general. Means where more than 50 to 60% in general, engage in foolish acts. And what is foolish act? Sense gratification. Vishaya nushevate. Not in really beneficial activities enunciated directly by you for their guidance. Now, the Krishna consciousness or God consciousness never says you deprive your senses. Never ever. Annad bhavanti bhutani parjannad and sambhava. And so many things is said in Bhagavad Gita. So, it is not that refraining the sensual activities, but directing properly. That's it. They barely eat sin. Now, eating is not prohibited. Seeing is not prohibited. Talking is not prohibited. Hearing is not prohibited. Going is not prohibited. What is prohibited? Everything yat karosi, yat asnasi, yat juhosi tadati sat. Yat tapasya konte ya tad kurusha madarpana. That's it. Nobody is saying, so beneficial activities, your senses are gratified and at the same time you don't incur any papas and punyas. What a best bargain. The best of the bargain. You satisfy yourself, satisfy Krishna, satisfy Vaishnava, and you incur no sin. You incur no punyas. And then what happens when there is no balance of papas and punyas? Then one goes back home, back to the Godhead. And he says, you directly by you for their guidance. And he's given the guidance. Every Shastra is guidance. You know, there is a knowledge in the book. Immense knowledge in the book. But somebody has to open it, isn't it? Somebody has to read it, isn't it? Somebody has to turn the pages, isn't it? If somebody is going to question, he has to clarify, isn't it? Otherwise, simply having a book at home is going to do no good to anybody until it's open up. Either scan through, read through, turn around. The guidance is there, book is there, but we don't. We must have seen any gadget we buy. There is a product, what do you call it? Guidance is there. Product guide is there. How to use it. But generally, nobody uses it. So he says, as long as their tendency for foolish work remains powerful is when the senses are very strong. Yesterday we were saying, right? Kam, nasti kamam samam vyadhi. The vyadhi, the bhavaroga is kama. And you know what is the difference in kama and prema? Kama means when we are trying to satisfy our senses is kama. And when we are trying to satisfy the senses of Krishna is a love. That's only difference. Not big difference. One and the same. And at the same time, when you satisfy the senses of Krishna, our senses are automatically satisfied. Rishikena Rishikesha Bhaktir Uttama. Furthermore, he says, their plans in struggle for existence will be cut into the pieces. Everybody wants to live long. Aham Ishwaram Bhogi Aham Balvanam Sukhi. Everything, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. What is the use? Anyone who is born is certain to die. So, why to think so much? So he says, Brahma is saying, their existence cut into pieces. They will never be able to live eternally. When Parikshit Maharaj met Sukadeva Goswami, Sukadeva Goswami had asked him, tell me, you want to become Divya Jivi or you want to become Dirgha Jivi? He had a power to nullify the curse of the Shringi. Yes, he could have forbidden the Takshaka to come in. He had all power. But then, recipient, Parikshit Maharaj chose to become Divya Jivi, not Dirgha Jivi. So anyway, when we are in sensual gratification, Rasvarjam rasopyasya param drishtvan nivartate. Though we may refrain our senses. Let us say some of you know how to ride cycle. Now you may have given up the riding of the cycle. But when opportune time comes, you can ride the cycle. You must have given up, I hope, the newspaper reading and all, magazine reading and all. But if you go to barber shop, and if you wait for your number, you will flick through all this. Rasvarjam rasopya param drishtvan nivartante. But the taste always remains. You must have stopped drinking tea for many, many years, but taste is still there. You see? And sometimes you are drinking kada and so many kind of things. You are getting the taste of the tea, though it may not have a nicotine in it, it may not have a sugar in it, it may not have a milk in it, but you are getting the taste. So the taste remains. You suppose I am an angry person. How many times, how long I can suppress my anger? It'll come out. Kaka, kaka, pika, pika. So Brahma is saying, I therefore offer my senses unto him who acts at the eternal time. So many people say, if Paramatma residing within the heart, so why Paramatma is not guiding? Well, if he does so, you will have no free will and you will complain. I want to do this, I was forbidden, I was restricted, obstacles were placed in front of me. So then he is Upadrishtanumantacha. He said, all right, Jivatma, do what you want to do. But when Jivatma turns toward Krishna, then Jivatma is guided properly. So the beautiful purport of Srila Prabhupada, let us get into it. People in general are all engaged in senseless work. Isn't it? Senseless work. You know, we may, in a daytime, we may work very hard, really very hard. And during this course, we start fighting for no reason. So I don't know who was saying. I think there was a picture is there that two sheep are locked head on. And they are hitting one another. And on one of the sheep, at the back of the sheep, the cheetah is already sitting. Though cheetah is, he's caught hold of his backbone, but he still is fighting. So this is called senseless work. And don't get surprised. We are also involved in the senseless work. Whenever we are not Krishna conscious, it's all senseless. Prabhupada says, they are systematically unmindful of the real beneficial work. And what is beneficial work? Tasmad sarveshu kaleshu mamanushmara mai arpit mana buddhi. This way. Machita madgata prana. That way. Or we should understand avritam jnaname tena. My intelligence has been covered. So many instructions by Krishna. But hardly we have time for intelligence. Prabhupada further says, which is devotional service of the Lord. Technically called Archana regulation. This Archana Vidhi is to regulate. But ultimate goal is remembering of Krishna, chanting the holy name, remembering the Leela, and broadcasting his message. Archana is to start with, but that's not ultimate. Prabhupada says the Archana regulation are directly instructed by the Lord in the Narada Pancharatra, and we strictly follow by the intelligent men. You know something? God has some copyright and He has given some leverage. You must have seen, if I happen to see the different kinds of the car, if you are old enough to see 50s model, 51 model, 52 model, 53 model, 60 model, 61 model, 70 model, 71 model, 80 model, 90 model, 2000 model, 2020 model. There will be gradual changes, right? Gradual changes. You know why? Because previous model they had made a mistake. So they rectify it and they give the new model. But look at the model of Krishna. He made 3 model. Male, female and eunuch. That's it. Now, he had not changes anything. That okay, let me put the nose, let me put the eyes also back because why they'll set the back, or let us put the more ear or more extra hands and things like that. No. And the body, whether you like or you don't like, whether you have too much to eat and you have less to eat, the body will grow. Dehi no yasminatha dehe kaumaram jara. Automatically. Your muscles will build, your bones will build, everything will build. You have no role to play. But for the intelligence Krishna has given, you develop. This much I will develop. I will develop whether you are my devotee or not my devotee, whether you like me or you don't like me. This will go on. Process will go on. But intelligence, he said, no, you develop. You develop the intelligence. So we cannot develop our body by going to the gym and things like that. It's nonsense. But we can develop the intelligence. And intelligence, through the jnana, see, those you all are educated, you have got jnana. And because of the jnana, you are getting the money. Now it is only the material jnana. What if the spiritual jnana one has? Shashanti madhigachati. He gets the real peace. So, the God, He has given something to us to do. So, we have to develop that intelligence. And the best intelligence is to become Krishna conscious. Furthermore, Prabhupada says, who knows well that the highest perfectional goal of life is to reach Lord Vishnu, who is the root of the tree called the cosmic manifestation. Also in Bhagavatam and in Bhagavad Gita, such regulative activities are clearly mentioned. Foolish people do not know that their self-interest is in realization of Vishnu. In Bhagavatam 7.5, 30 and 31, let me read it. Sri Pallado vacha matirna Krishne parato sato va mithe vipadhi gravartanam adanta govir visatam tamishram punas punaschar with the charvananam. I just read the quickly translation also. Prahlad Maharaja replied, because of their uncontrolled senses, person too addicted to the material life makes progress toward the hellish condition, and repeatedly chew that which has already been chewed. Their inclination towards Krishna are never aroused either by instruction of others or by their own efforts or by abominable both. Prabhupada sort of 3 slokas, I'll take that. Nate vidu swarthagatim hi Vishnu durasaya ye vahir arthmanina andha yathandhe rupa niyamana te pishatantra urudamni baddha. Person who are strongly entrapped by the consciousness of the enjoying material life and who have therefore accepted as their leaders or the guru a similar blind man attached to the external sense object cannot understand that the goal of life is to return home back to Godhead and engage in the service of the Lord Vishnu. As blind men guided by another blind man miss the right path and fall into the ditch, materially attached men led by another materially attached man are bound by the ropes of fruitive labor, which are made a very strong cords, and they continue again and again in a material way of life. So there are 3 sloka Prabhupada has quoted. I think another one also. 32 also, I think. I'll just say 32 again. It says, Nayasham matis tavad urukramangri sparshantyarth pagamo yadartham vahiya sampadarajo viseke niskanchana na varnita yavat. Unless they smear upon their bodies the dust of the lotus feet of a Vaishnava, completely freed from the material contamination, persons are much inclined toward the materialistic life, cannot be attached to the lotus feet of the Lord, who is glorified by his uncommon activities. Only by becoming Krishna conscious and taking shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord in this way can only be freed from material contamination. These are the prayers of Prahlad Maharaja, who is teaching to his fellows. Prabhupada has also given, I think he has given the same translation. No, little difference there. Persons who are determined to totally not enforce material happiness cannot become Krishna minded, either by instruction from the teacher, by their self-realization, or by parliamentary discussion. They are dragged by the unbridled senses into the darkness region of ignorance, and thus they madly engage in what is called chewing the chew. Because of their foolish activities, they are unaware that the ultimate goal of human life is to achieve Vishnu. Do you agree with this? Is this ultimate aim of life?
Yes.
Or you may have some other aim, educate your children, make some money for them, get them married, play with the grandchildren, and then take them to the school, and then if time permits, get them married also. Isn't it? So everybody has a different goal, all right? The Lord of the cosmic manifestation, and so their struggle for existence is in the wrong direction of material civilization, which is under the external energy. Prakriti karyamanani gune karmani sarvasah ahankar vimudatma kartamiti manyate. Prabhupada says, they are led by similar foolish person, just as one blind man is led by another blind man, and both fall in the ditch. What is ditch here? Material activity. Urdam gacchati sattvastha, madhye tishnati rajasa, jaganya gunavrittistha, ado gacchati tamasa. Furthermore, Prabhupada said, such foolish men cannot be attracted toward the activities of the Supreme Powerful, who is actually the neutralizing measure for their foolish activities, unless and until they have the good sense to be guided by the great soul who are completely freed from the material attachment. I think there was only a small anecdote that there is a boy sleeping in the home, and his mother comes in. He says, just wake up, Uttishta, Jagrita, the sun is in the horizon. So the boy is saying, you are telling a lie. If the sun is in the horizon, let the sun come in my bedroom. Then only I'll get up. What to do? Materna Krishna. So, generally, we don't like good advices. And what is the advice he says? Some sarjaha gunadosha bhavanti, depending upon your sangha, your association. Suppose in your office, you are spending 60% of your time, you will get something from there. From your family member, from your friends, from the market, samsajaha gunadosha bhavanti. So you can get good activities or good qualities or the bad qualities. That way. Prabhupada says in Bhagavad Gita, the Lord asks everyone to give up all occupational duties and absolute engage in archana activities or in pleasing the Lord. But almost no one is attracted by such archana activities. Everyone is only our Adi Siri Prabhu is attracted to archana. Rest nobody is there. Everyone is more or less attracted by the activities which are considered rebellious against the Supreme Lord. The system of jnana and yoga are also indirectly rebellious against acts against the Lord. There is no auspicious activities except archana of the Lord. Jnana and yoga are sometimes accepted within the preview of the archana when the ultimate aim of the Vishnu and not otherwise. The conclusion is that only the devotees of the Lord are bona fide human beings eligible for salvation. Others are vainly struggling for existing without any actual benefit. So, the conclusion is to become Krishna conscious. If you don't become Krishna conscious, very, very difficult. We have to cultivate to become a devotee. People will know. How they will know? It says, Achara kulam akhyati, desam akhyati bhashanam, sambrahmam visnayam akhyati, vapu akhyati bhojanam. The activities will exhibit who you are. Your act. You are a good person, bad person. You are a devotee, non-devotee. You are a rich or poor, or whatever it is. It will be seen through your acharana. Desamakhyati bhashanam. And the moment you start speaking, you come to know, oh, he's a Japanese, he's Korean, he's Filipino, he's American, he's this, he's that, or he's Malayali, he's Punjabi. What is that? Desamakhyati bhashanam. When you speak, you will come to know. Now, if you are speaking Srimad Bhagavatam, they will know, oh, he is a devotee. But if you are not speaking Srimad Bhagavatam, if you are only doing something, then they know he is just like me. Bapuvakhyati bhojanam. And when you invite some guest, through their bodily structure, you come to know how much food I should make. If some skinny people are there, you can make only 2 chapatis. But if some fatty people are there, make sure they are going to eat more than 8 chapatis. Bapu akhyati bhojanam. So these are the certain things that we come to know. So therefore, we have to be devotee at home, in the toilet, in the sleeping, in the car, in the office, wherever you go. And what is the acharana of devotee? Krishna namaha smaranam sada. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. With this, I'll come to conclusion. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.